Okay, so we're going to do a factor trinomial problem AC method, but we're going to do this one with a equal to 1, so that leading coefficient is going to be 1. So the form, ax squared plus bx plus c. Here we're going to have a equal to 1, so it's going to look like this. It's just going to be x squared plus some number x plus some number. Okay, so that's the form. So there's a trick here that I'm going to show you that allows us to factor really quickly. All right, so let's try an example. X squared plus 9x plus 18. Okay, now typically AC method says I multiply the a times the c, but here a is 1, so that's just 18. And then I have the 9 here. So I'm looking for two factors that multiply to 18 and add to 9. Well, let's think about this for a second. 3 times 6, that's 18. 3 plus 6, that's 9. Perfect. All right, so now at this point, what I would do is I would go in and do my factor by grouping the old way. So x squared plus, and then I have my 3x plus my 6x, okay? The 3x comes here, and the 6x comes from right here. Okay, that's 9x gets broken up into 3x plus 6x. And then I have the plus 18. And then what I would do at this point is I group the first two, group the last two, make sure there's a plus in between, and I pull the x out, GCF again, x plus 3, and then I can pull a 3 out of both of those. 3, actually, I can pull more than a 3 out. What can I pull out? I can also pull another 2, so that's going to be 6 pulled out. So 6 divides 6 and 18. So 18 divided by 6 is 3 again. So this factor here and this factor here can come out. So my second GCF here, and what's left? X plus 6. Now, here's the shortcut. See, if you're somebody that likes to do the same thing over and over, this is your route, and you still get the answer, and that is great, right? But if you're looking for a shortcut, which I know you are, if you know your A is 1, okay, it only works when A is 1, all right? And once you find these numbers 3 and 6, okay, that's a positive 3 and that's a positive 6, then you can go straight from here to write your factors. And what do I mean by that? Well, I put the x, and then I have a positive 3, so I put plus 3. And then I close my parentheses, I open it up, I put my x, and then I have a plus 6, so I add a plus 6 here. And that's the answer right there. How short is that? That's pretty quick, right? So it's the same thing as this right here. So it's a good trick to use when a is equal to 1. But if a is not equal to 1, if that were a 2 or 3, a 17, whatever, you got to be careful. We'll just do one more just to make sure we understand the trick, okay? Let's do x squared plus 4x minus 32. Okay, here a is 1, so I'm going to use my trick. I've got 4 and I've got negative 32. So I want to multiply to negative 32, and I want it to add to 4. Okay, 32, I got 16 and 2. 16 and 2 does not work. That's definitely not going to be the right answer. But what about 8 times negative 4? 8 times negative 4 is 32. 8 minus 4 is 4. So that works out. Perfect. Okay. So what's my answer? I have a positive 8 and a negative 4. So I've got x plus 8 times x minus 4. How about that? Pretty easy, huh? All right. Good luck.